Update 1 on Tropical Storm Fenghuang, Philippine name Mario, which crossed over the Philippines the other day and is still producing heavy rainfall there. Winds now of 60 miles per hour with a pressure of 985 millibars. Its main threat is now directed towards Taiwan, and that will continue towards the eastern coast of China as well over the next few days, but the storm's going to imminently make landfall on Taiwan in the next 24 hours, or, well, matter of hours. It will cross over the island as a moderate tropical storm producing heavy rain. Strong winds could cause some flooding. It's already killed 5 in the Philippines and injured 7 more, so the storm's already got a little bit of history. So it's going to cross over Taiwan and then the eastern coast of China as a tropical storm, weakening probably from this point forth, and then by the looks of things dissipating over China, at least as a tropical entity. Signal 1 and 2 warnings still in effect for the northern parts of the Philippines, but typhoon warnings in effect now for all of Taiwan, and as well as heavy rain warnings also in effect for Taiwan, particularly on the eastern half of the island. We also have a yellow typhoon warning for the eastern coast of China, beyond Taiwan towards Shanghai and beyond. So that's the current situation with that. Looking at the sea surface temperatures, there's a little pocket of 30-degree temperature waters just off the coast of Taiwan where the storm is right now, so it could be taking advantage of that. It seems to have done so already with the strengthening in the past 6 hours from 50 to 60 miles per hour. And wind shear is not looking too bad, at least at the moment, but it is on the increase along the western coast of Taiwan. So wind shear could get the better of the storm if land interaction doesn't quite do the trick. But by the looks of things, land interaction will be the main cause for the demise of this storm over the next few days. But that, of course, means that it will be crossing over land areas, heavy rainfall, which could cause problems. The CMC model then takes the storm towards the northeast, just offshore China actually, not making that second landfall. Instead, the storm opts to stall near Shanghai and then moves towards the southern part of South Korea. The GFS model is more straightforward, predicting what looks like a dissipation over eastern China, not too far from the Shanghai region, obviously after crossing Taiwan, then moving towards the northwest into China, and then towards South Korea as an extratropical remnant. This other graphic as well shows you what's going on with the storm in the next few hours. This is right now at 6 PM UTC. This is 9 o'clock. Coming up is midnight on the 21st. That's early morning local time, where it will just about strike the southern tip of the island and then move over Taiwan and then towards the north, where it's likely to make landfall in China, at least according to the GFS model, dissipating inland. The latest satellite imagery, you can see the storm rotating in the past few hours. It's a bit hit and miss really. The centre of the storm is partially exposed, and that's been the case for quite some time. It never really recovered after grazing the northern coast of the Philippines, but it is moving towards Taiwan, so it's very hit and miss with the rainfall over there at this time, but it will be accompanied by thunderstorms. Strong winds are going to be a given, particularly in the southern part of Taiwan at this time, but that will extend northwards across the whole of the island in the next 24 hours, and the eastern coast of China might see some stray thunderstorms at the moment. Strong winds will begin to affect the eastern coast in around 24 hours time, or perhaps slightly less. Around the world right now, Tropical Storm Polo is hanging in there but weakening near the coast of Mexico. The remnants of Edward are near the Azores. Invest 95L near the Cape Verde Islands not likely to develop. And of course Fenghuang, which is located near Taiwan, as we've already seen. That's the current goings on around the world. And 58 tropical storms have formed so far this year worldwide. 31 of those have become Category 1 hurricanes or their equivalents around the world, typhoons, cyclones, whatever they're called in their each respective areas. And 18 of those have become Category 3 storms with winds of 115 miles per hour or higher, just one shy of 2010, which is probably going to get beaten in the coming weeks. You can visit Force 13 on any of its 6 outlets. The website, force13.com, will be updated as much as possible, even though that's not all the time at the moment due to other commitments. The YouTube and Dailymotion pages will be keeping you regularly updated with current storms. Search Force 13 on there, as too for the social pages, Facebook and Twitter. Just search Force 13 on those, at Force 13 on Twitter, and you can speak to me personally on Skype. Just add Fool 13 for tropical weather chat on there. Of course, you can visit the website for the forum and for the control room for the Atlantic and Eastern Pacific, which shows a more visual representation of what's going on in the tropics as we speak. That's all for now. The next update on this storm will follow in 12 or 24 hours if necessary.